Hey guys, it is Saturday and I'm in the parking lot of the mall getting ready to read you a book because my kids were being crazy and there was no way I was going to be able to read you a book. Okay, so I am going to read to you. I hope you guys are having a good day and I will see you later. Bye. Okay, so my kids got these cute books in their Chick-fil-A meals. So I guess we'll see. It's called Duck and Goose, and it looks cute. Okay, so, oh my, what is that? Duck quacked. That's a silly question, Goose honked. It is a big egg, of course. Of course it is an egg. I know that, huffed Duck. What I mean is, where did it come from? Goose looked skyward. He looked to the river. He looked to the fields. He thought very hard. Who are you? He asked finally. I, said Duck, puffing out his feathered chest, am the one whose egg this is. I saw it first. Goose quickly raised one webbed foot. It's mine. I touched it first. Hey, you should never put your foot on an egg, Duck warned. Don't you know anything about caring for eggs? I do, Goose insisted. You don't need to squawk at me. Duck squawked, then he whispered loudly. Don't you know that you and your squawking are very likely disturbing the baby bird who is trying to take a snooze inside the egg? Goose wished that Duck wasn't right. He lowered his head and whispered softly, I'm very sorry. Go back to sleep in there. My, that's quite a beauty you have, called a bluebird from across the river. Thank you. It's mine, quacked Duck. Actually, it's mine, honked Goose. Thank you. So, asked Duck, what do we do now? We should do something, suggested Goose. Yes, you are right. Good thinking, agreed Duck. Like what? This egg is private property. Duck's eggs, no geese allowed. No honking $5 fine. Duck and Goose each thought, if you are a duck, keep walking. No ducks beyond this point. Quiet, please. Absolutely no quacking in this area. Well, we must keep the egg warm until the fuzzy little occupant is ready to come out, said Goose. Excellent idea, exclaimed Duck. He pushed past Goose. Step aside and I shall do just that. But Goose was quick, too. After a flurry of fussing, grunting and groaning, slipping and sliding, honking and quacking, They counted the stars in the night sky. Let's teach our baby to fly, Goose said. Good idea, said Duck. I'm sure our baby will be a fast learner, said Duck. If it takes after you and me, I'm sure you're right, agreed Goose. Together they waited until... Did you feel that, Duck? Duck nodded. Yes. Did you feel that, Goose? Goose nodded. It's time, Goose, it's time, Duck squawked. Aw, so excited. Duck stopped. In all the exciting confusion, he had failed to notice the bluebird kicking their egg. Can I play too? She asked. Play? This is no time for play, yelled Duck. This is no time for games, yelled Goose. And what's with the kicking? I was only trying to get your attention, said the little bird. Well, you got it. Duck huffed. False alarm, Goose. Back to work. Can't you see that we are very busy here, Goose explained to the bluebird. This is serious business. This is perhaps the most important moment of our lives. Oh my, I am sorry, apologized the bluebird. I had no idea. I just thought maybe I could play with your ball. It really is a nice one, she added, and then she flew away. It's not an egg. Goose gulped. Did she say ball? He whispered to Duck. You know, I did have my doubts, Duck finally said. It is a bit squishier than most eggs I've seen. Yes, and I must say I was somewhat suspicious of those big dots, Goose admitted. It may not be an egg, but it is lovely, said Duck. Oh, absolutely, Duck, Goose agreed. It's a keeper. As the crickets chirped, the frogs burped. What? Do frogs burp? And the grass swayed in a gentle breeze, Goose quacked and Ducks honked. And the ball bounced, rolled, and sometimes even flew. And that is the end of a very silly book. I loved it. And it made me laugh.